We're back. A trap story. No.
No? Do you get that?
A trap story. What?
I can't hear you at all in here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you on here either. Did you even say anything? Yeah, gate that.
You get gated.
Can't gate that.
Can't gate it.
Can't gate that.
There you go. You don't get that reference either?
What reference?
A trap story.
We're back. A trap story.
Is it a Toy Story?
No, it's there's like this.
You said a video game.
No, it's an old cartoon movie that came out. It was like it's called "We're Back: A Dinosaur Story," where like these dinosaurs get like eat like this food that like brainwashes them, and this dude like brings them to the present to put them in like in a circus or whatever. And it,
Talking about Land Before
Brainwash?
Time?
Yeah, you're talking about Land Before Time.
I think it might be Land Before Time.
Flintstones?
No,
I think it's
no,
Land
no.
Before Time 2, actually. That's when they go to the future.
Yeah. That's
the
when the
land.
dinosaurs wind up in the year 2006.
Yeah, the land after time.
Oh shit!
And everybody's like, whoa, dude. XD roar. These dinosaurs are
They're all
XD
evil.
roar.
They
hair
found
Yeah.
out that everybody like speaks like them these days.
Yeah.
As long as they got a little bit of eyeshadow and some black clothes.
You were sleepy last week, dude.
Dude,
Trap.
trap. I had a fucking headache and Caitlin pilled me, dude.
She hit you up with the pharmacy.
She fucking doped me.
She gave you Oxycontins and you went night-night.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she gave me, but I didn't wake up until like, when did I text you?
10.
Like maybe half hour before that.
Damn.
It took me a while to even like be awake.
Was it like, it wasn't like Tylenol, it was like some heavy duty shit?
I have no idea. I've had some really like bad migraines this past couple of weeks. I don't know why.
You
So
got
while
two.
Sig was ODing on benzos, your boy had to fill in the shoes, co-hosting.
Did you put that episode
Nope.
out? I didn't think
Did
so.
not. I didn't put it out.
You didn't put it out?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
To be honest, I was a little bit upset with you.
Really?
Yeah.
But
What's
I'm
wrong?
the one
Because
that
you
wasn't
had
here.
all that stuff going on. And you didn't talk one little bit about it during the
Dude,
show.
There's
and
no
then
way I was going to talk about that.
I listened to the whole episode. Well, hold on. I listened back
I'm
to the
listening.
episode, and it was very clear that you were distracted the whole time,
Oh, yeah.
and that you were. And then like there were certain points where you were talking, and it was like you would be talking, and then you'd just forget what you were saying halfway through, and then I'd have to pick up with what you were saying, and you were like, I don't even know. And I was like, yeah, this isn't good. This is not good. I liked it during, but
Yeah,
What?
that's
Oh,
what I was
my
confused.
hotspot?
I felt like that was a decent episode while we were recording it.
there was maybe 15. I'll put it up. But this week.
No, don't put it up. Dude.
But-
if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know?
Well, Jimmy got fucking. How'd that all work out? Did it all work out?
Yeah, it turns out that, well, obviously we already know I didn't do that. And also,
Oh, wait, let me.
Don't- no, no,
It's
no.
gonna be vague as shit. But
I'm out of a loop here.
Jimmy went to the Ravens game the Sunday before we recorded last week, and he was hanging out with some people, and then some things
Are
transpired.
they unsavory people?
No.
Okay.
And some things transpired, and he was spied on, and
Yes.
people were reporting, the spies were reporting falsely to someone important to Jimmy
I get it.
about what was going on.
I got
yes.
And so the whole time Jimmy is in here just like
Trying
I-
to put out the fire.
I
or
don't
something?
know.
talking pictures, we're talking videos,
Yeah.
false context, all kinds of things. Anyway, turns out that the person who was doing the reporting proved themselves to be a very unreliable source.
oh, for real? What'd they
And,
do? What'd they do?
There's something else completely unrelated happened this week that she like blatantly lied about and was like and now like they're not like really on great terms right now.
Oh,
'Cause,
wow.
Like, so it kind of like was like the hand of God like made something else happen where the roommate just like blatantly lied. And then she was like, no, I know you're lying about this. And she's like, no, I'm standing by it. And it's like, oh, well, you also stood by the shit you said last week too. And like, now I'm beginning to wonder if maybe you're just a liar.
I love how like when
Whoa.
Jimmy gets into it, he stops all the pretense and just starts saying like, and then her roommate and she. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a house divided now.
Yeah.
That's gonna push you forward. You're gonna have
You're
to
good now, man.
You're gonna get a
I'm
new
good,
roommate.
man.
You're getting
I
a
think
new
we're
roommate
good.
soon, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I was admittedly very distracted by the goings on of that
Just
scenario
fires-
last week.
fires
But at the same
putting out.
time, you know what? I was here.
It's
And
true.
B,
You were awake.
were,
I
yeah.
would B
You were
and
awake.
B, you know, for someone who was dealing with something so catastrophic potentially,
Yeah.
I think that podcast wasn't bad. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I
Well-
mean, maybe I had to listen to it. I don't.
Well, you know what? Now that we're here and this is happening, I'll put it out after this one, and then everybody that's listening to this one can
Context.
go and judge it,
There you go.
and with context, listen to that one and how awkward it was.
Look
Yeah,
at this
was it
shit, man.
awkward? It was not awkward.
There were awkward ass parts. What'd you do, buddy?
Dude, this is. Remember, I used to have like little bubbles and shit here.
Uh huh.
It's been getting like worse and worse, and then it got dried up and started scabbing, and then it's like all that shit just started migrating down, and now it's migrating over. I don't.
You got
understand.
herpes, dude.
I think I have finger herpes.
You have
dude. I
finger
fingered
herpes.
I fingered the wrong person.
Did you finger a poison ivy bush?
I might have fingered you.
That doesn't happen to fingering me, dude. Herpes aren't. Yeah, sniff it.
It smells like Matt to me.
I still can't smell. I wish I could fucking smell a pussy
still
right
can't
now. I
smell?
wish I could smell a pussy,
Can you
dude.
taste?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious? How long?
It's like it's light smells and light taste.
How long ago was that? No.
Over a month.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. About
That's
a month,
the-
month and a week.
That's the real downside of COVID. It's not lung problems or anything. It's I can't.
I
Smell
still
or
can't
taste.
catch my breath sometimes. Like when I'm working out, I'll have trouble like where I'm just like
more than normal.
yeah, not out of breath. Can't catch it.
It's interesting.
It's not there. Can't like, I try to catch it and it just falls on the ground. Is it? Is
I thought
the
it was
hot
like
spot
a-
wasn't working?
I didn't try it after that.
Oh.
I thought it was like a basketball player that said that when they after they got COVID that they like were going through the same shit where they just couldn't catch their breath for a long time.
Yeah, I think that is true with them too. I don't know. So I was thinking about something the other day. It might be a little bit of a hot take, you guys. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. I was thinking about how yeah, it was doing that last week
That's
too.
fine. Maybe put it
What?
on your phone whenever you get a chance.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
Though
going
my
on?
hotspot's not working on here.
It's all right. Don't worry about
It
it.
won't let it connect. Wow, what a podcast we have, dude. We need to change directions of this podcast. We need to step things up on here.
Are we gonna start shift our focus to some other?
No, I think we're
We're
gonna
gonna,
go.
we're gonna turn into a.
no, we're gonna.
We're gonna turn into like a mystery science theater type.
Look at that haunted ass door
See?
right now.
See what I'm saying?
What happened?
See what I'm saying?
It's just like moving. It's like opening and closing. In and
yeah,
out.
that's freaky, isn't it? That's freaky, isn't
I
it?
don't like scary, spooky things.
Let's start
Come on,
turning.
man. I kind of like the rain in
Jimmy,
the background, dude.
Jimmy, we need to start dimming the lights in here a little bit.
As the producer, I want the rain sound. All right.
See
Well,
how that
it's got to look good on video, dude.
I know. Well, look, man,
I already took out 2 of the lights. You're good. This is perfect lighting.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna argue with Jimmy.
You know how there's Mexicans everywhere?
Oh, tell me about it.
Mexicans. What are Mexicans? Think about it. Think about what are Mexicans
How can you
They're
describe
Mayans.
in Central Americans and South Americans? Mayans. And what are Mayans?
Aztec and Mayan?
And what are those?
They're
Native
Native Americans.
Okay,
indigenous peoples.
so everybody's talking about how America wiped out, no more Columbus Day. We have Indigenous Peoples Day now.
Mm-hmm.
The Native Americans are teaming up with the Mexicans, dude,
Yeah,
and they're bringing all of them up here.
they've been talking about that for like a month and,
And
a half.
now, yeah, they're taking it back.
Dude. Yeah, they're taking all of it back. So
The
they
South
start-
isn't rising. The South is rising again.
The
dude.
Super South.
They started
yeah.
with the laws surrounding their protected lands, the
Uh-huh.
people that live here,
Yeah,
the Native Americans that live here,
yeah.
and now the Mexicans are tunneling their way to those hot spots, and they're like safety zones for them.
Are you shitting me?
No,
You're serious? This is a real thing?
Yes.
Because I got super fucking high the other day and was talking to Jake about this.
there's
And I
groups
was
that
like-
go out. They're like what do you call that? Like reconnaissance groups that come out of those Native American protect. I forget what they're called. What are they called?
Scouts,
No, the protected area
reservations.
reservations. Right.
Yeah.
They just come out of those reservations, go into like the big areas, big neighborhoods and stuff. And we're like, oh, there's Native
Hey, is Ice
American.
fucking with you? Come over here. You can gamble with us
Yeah.
and get drunk as shit. I know you guys like cervezas.
They don't try to bring in Mexicans. They try to bring in white people to get their money. They're stocking up
Native Americans are bringing white people to the reservation.
for the the casinos. We're talking about bringing them to the casinos. That's where they're trying to bring in, not the Mexicans.
I'm talking about Native Americans sheltering Mexicans.
Yes, that's how they start. I'm saying like the Mexicans go out and their reconnaissance groups. You said something about bringing them to the casinos. They don't bring Mexicans to the casinos.
No, I'm saying white people to reservations. Well, I'm so confused right now, dude.
You said something earlier about like, hey, you want to come back to the? You said something about coming to the casino, talking about the Mexicans.
No,
it's
bring
white
the
people.
Mexicans to the reservation, have
Yes.
some cervezas, and gamble with us because Native Americans love to gamble
No,
and
no, no.
drink cervezas.
Do they gamble or do they bring white people in to gamble their shit?
Not getting vaccinated is a pretty big gamble to me.
That's true.
I think
Right.
that's a big gamble.
But the moon spirit keeps you safe.
Riding on a horse and trying to fight people with guns, that's a gamble.
Do they still do that?
I'm pretty sure Native Americans don't use guns, like against their religion.
No, they use guns.
They use guns.
They use guns like crazy.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Where'd they get them from? Because we didn't give them to them.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you
I don't
did.
remember giving a Native American a gun.
Oh, you gave them guns like all your life, dude.
So
I'm
they're
giving them guns.
Smallpox, baby.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
So now they don't have.
smallpox wrapped bullets.
Does that mean there's like a Native American whose name is like shouting 9mm?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi Vert is a Native American
He
dude.
dances with Glocks.
I missed you.
I miss you too, man.
If you listened to what me and Jimmy did last week, I needed you.
You're just gonna you probably like talk shit about me for like 10 minutes to start.
Nah, we actually didn't
Didn't
mention
even
you at all.
me?
Yeah.
Wow.
At one point, I said, "Here's how little I care about Sig. I'm not even worried why he's not answering me right now."
Well, you mentioned me then.
Yeah, but that was the extent.
You were
that was
thinking
the
about me.
extent.
You were thinking about me.
That's probably why it was so bad. He's distracted thinking about his home life, and I'm like, my buddy,
Is he
where's
alive?
my buddy?
I don't think it was that bad. Like you said, I remember in the moment feeling pretty decent. Not the best podcast I've ever done, but definitely not a bad one. But maybe I'd listen back. Clear mind, clear head.
Do you have it on the? We can play it on there. We can hook this.
You want to
bad
play
boy up.
last week's podcast on this week's
Yeah,
podcast?
hook it up and play it.
The last,
Hook that shit up and play
the
it.
last 30 minutes. Would just
react
play.
to our previous podcast with.
I guess what I'm getting back to with changing directions on this podcast
Yes.
is that I feel like we've fallen into a lot of our primary talking points are this is what happened to me last week. And then we talk about whether or not we want to see each other's boners.
That's like
That's pretty much
once a month.
That's pretty much every episode now.
Yeah.
We used to do cool things like watch videos and I'd make racial remarks about retarded people.
Well, we do watch videos, and I was gonna pull up a video. That's why I pulled up YouTube. What are you trying to do? You trying to structure this shit? I'll structure it.
It's not
I'll
even
be the
about structure. I just
Jimmy, I'll pull up this paper. We'll start.
You want to have some substance.
We'll start a timeline.
no, I
here.
just feel like we hit
a
our
weekly
prime.
timeline.
I feel like our prime was a while ago.
Let's see.
And we've
Opening.
been. I feel like we're Conor McGregor right now, and our leg got broke last week. Last week, you not being here broke my leg.
Opening. So we start off random babble,
Banter.
banter. Yes, thank you.
I wouldn't say babble.
I think we should do fake ads again. I think we should bring
into-
back fake ads.
Into trap, as if we were in the middle of a conversation that we didn't know we were recording.
Beautiful.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. From then on, what do we do? This is like the
Fake ad.
fake ad. All right, fake
Do a
ad.
fake ad for.
Well, we haven't done those in a while.
That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying. I want to bring them back.
Fake
I
ad.
think bringing back fake ads.
Matt has to
Ideally-
call Sig out for some sort of wrongdoing over the past week.
Yes.
That's the usual.
So
thing.
ideally, fake ad. Let's start with a fake ad where we're talking bang.
Yeah, we're talking bang.
And we try to spell it the way that they spell it, which is fucking terrible.
It's got the B has it's an aim,
Let me see. Can you turn the other way? Okay.
and then so bang, Blue Chew.
Oh, that was terrible.
But then also something cool. Like we want to have all the things that regular podcasts advertise, but do fake ads for them.
Blue
Mhm.
Chew.
So sheath underwear,
Raid Shadow
Black
Legends. Do they
Rifle
do Raid?
Coffee.
Raid.
Do they do Raid Shadow Legends? I don't know.
What is that?
I mean, that's a video
Manscaped.
gaming thing. Manscaped. There we go.
Manscaped.
Blue
yeah.
Chew, Manscaped are two big ones.
Sheath underwear is
sheath
another
underwear.
one. Raycons.
Raycons.
I do love my Raycons, honestly.
Are you doing a read right now?
One time, the other day, somebody asked me what kind of AirPods those were, and I was like, "You fucking cunt!
Mm-hmm.
These aren't AirPods. These are Raycons. Ray J invented these.
Ray J.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
Wow.
call Raid.
That's
He
why they
fucked
call
Kim Kardashian, and now he's fucking your ears with it.
Yeah, that's why it's
Sweet.
Ray as for Ray J and con as in he's conning me out of my money,
Yes, Khan is in.
which is cool. I'm fine with that.
You don't think that it's because he teamed up with Akon and Convict Music?
Nah, probably
CON,
not.
dude.
Convict Music, is that with a K?
I'm pretty sure it's with a K. Black people love putting K's where C's should be, which is odd.
Well, I mean, no, it wouldn't be odd because Akon, AKON,
yeah, but just in
It would work
general,
with
like
that.
K isn't really a good word.
the word
A good letter. K isn't a good letter for the blacks.
for the
Yeah.
blacks. Yeah. Well, a singular.
Basically, J through N isn't really good. Those aren't really good letters for black people. J, the middle of the alphabet,
Yeah.
right when you hit that
That
H,
Right
I,
before-
J, K, L, M, N.
Right before the fast part.
Yeah.
That little lull before the fast part.
You just gotta
Yeah.
sprint through that middle part. Yeah.
What? Except L. L's is
What was I saying? LMNOP is fine.
the N.
That's the fast part. Well,
The N. That's a tough one. That's a
That's-
tough one.
that's probably
L?
the big
L's
one.
not a great one for him.
What is L?
What's L?
You know?
Lips.
Oh.
Are you saying
And
lips?
Negro Bambon.
Yeah, the
that fucking
bambones,
Gruden?
dude. Negro
Gruden's
bambones,
that?
dude.
Negro Bambon.
Dude, oh,
Michelin tires.
that's what. And then another thing is that we said we were going to talk about stuff before the podcast last week, and then we didn't talk about it. John Gruden. Put John Gruden down.
John Gruden.
We're going to talk
all right.
about the football god, the god of football, dude.
I didn't know I was doing the podcast with you until 1 second before we did the podcast.
I didn't know you were doing the podcast with me.
So how the hell was I supposed to know you were supposed to talk about stuff?
Because we were talking about stuff before. We were like, well, if Sig's not here this time, then
We
we're
talked
gonna
about the
start.
Chappelle special.
Yeah, we talked about the Chappelle special the time before
This
last.
is- Yeah, that was
It was
2 podcasts ago.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Whatever, dude.
Jimmy just didn't want to waste any of his good LFTS material on me. You probably talked all about your situation and getting spied on.
Oh, fuck no, dude.
You know, staying on topic, one of my favorite things to do with pens, you know how you click it once, it stays in?
Shoot it up in the air.
When you get the second
Yeah.
click, yeah, get a little
Uh-huh.
extra pop on there.
I like to just twist them apart and put them back together.
Oh yeah.
You're a tinkerer.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I do it with.
Mhm.
Like I've never taken apart something that would like be hard to put back together.
Dude, my PS3, I had the big booty one, the top, the
Oh yeah, the
really thick one.
round, the cheeks. Yeah.
My the disc reader stopped working, and I took that bitch apart, took the disc reader out, took that apart, and fucking shit just popped out, and I was like, oh
no,
doggy.
like springs and shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I put it back together though, and it actually worked. It ended up working after that,
Whoa.
and I was like, this is my baby. I'm never getting rid of it.
Is it a thing with PS4 where the controllers stop like working and like get like lag, like the controller to the PS4 is like a laggy thing, or is that just my internet connection?
Oh, well, it wouldn't be an internet thing. I don't know. I've never had that happen, unless it's like you're talking about like on 2K or something. That might be internet.
Yeah,
You get a good view?
I've been getting my ass kicked on the new one, and it's because like my shit keeps lagging, and then people are like, "You ass! Look at you! You just dribbled out of bounds, you fucking retard!" And I'm
You
like,
need to get a
"It's
PS5.
lagging!" And then
You get a
Nicole's like,
PS5, man.
then Nicole's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Shut up, bitch! Shut
Nah.
up, bitch!"
You get a PS5 and 2K, you'll have me and Chuck to play with.
But I just bought 2K for the PS4.
I mean,
How much is a PS5? Is it still $500?
400 digital.
What does that mean?
The digital version that doesn't have a disc reader is 400, and the version with a disc reader is
How am I
500.
supposed to play it if it's digital? How do I get the PlayStation 5 if it's digital? Do I download the PlayStation 5 onto my PlayStation 4?
What did I say?
If it's digital,
What?
you put it on.
No,
it's a
that's not what I
disc.
said. What did I say?
$400 for a disc reader.
Digital doesn't have a disc reader
Oh, so it's a physical thing with
Yeah.
that thing.
without the disc reader, and then physical
Tight.
is $500,
That's
extra
pretty
$100
tight,
to get a
dude.
disc reader. Yeah.
Also, we need to get Spaz back listening. I feel like that was a big motivating factor for us.
Where's he been?
I don't know if he listens anymore, dude. He's gonna have a baby, dog.
Oh damn, that's probably why. Dude.
Little
You don't
girl.
want-
He's
you don't
got
want that
bitch
kinda-
balls, dude.
You don't want this influence.
I would fucking hook up stereo headphones to my wife's vagina or wherever the baby can listen
Put
to.
it like right on the belly, like instead of listening to classical music, you put
Yeah,
trap,
that's what
trap.
they put it on the belly, not the vagina. You put like a headphone right up.
You
Like,
stick like the
turn it like that.
no, you get the boom one for movies. You just
Oh,
shove-
you put a fucking boom mic in there, pussy. You get a Beats pill and shove it up there.
There you
and
go, there you go.
fucking- Damn, you see Dr. Dre got served divorce papers at his grandma's funeral?
No,
That's fucked up.
that's fine.
These bitches are cold blooded, dude.
I mean, she gonna make out like a bandit. Dude.
And, yeah, I'm pretty sure she gets like $600 million or something. Uh-huh.
That's what they call generational wealth.
Yeah. Think about it. I mean, Bezos' wife got a lot too.
Who's
Bezos, Jeff Bezos.
Oh,
Bezos, whatever.
Bezos?
The Bezos.
Fuck you. What are you talking about?
Do you think that came through?
No, I heard it.
Jeffrey's smiling. He's got a little smile.
That's one of those things. Like the motherfucker, like I think he's leaning into like the everybody hates me thing.
Yeah, with the cowboy hat.
Cowboy
the
hat,
cowboy
like,
hat
going
is
to the
the
fucking
biggest.
face for no reason. Like, there's no other reason to do that other than you're gonna fucking piss people off.
Yeah, and his
It's weird.
rocket like was the most dick-shaped rocket that's ever.
Like
he did.
you know how many rockets Musk has put up? None of them really look like dicks.
Yeah, any rocket that's ever been made doesn't really look like a dick. They're just long and
Yeah.
So we say
Until-
they look like dicks.
And then he was like, you know what? Austin Powers was funny.
yeah, it's
And I
literally the
literally
Austin
am.
Powers.
I literally am Doctor Evil.
He shot up the Austin Powers.
That's exactly what it was.
Shot the Austin Powers rocket.
Yeah.
It had the balls for
Uh-huh,
the fuel
yes.
things and everything.
Yeah, and then they knock off,
Yeah.
and then you just get the fucking.
yeah.
Everybody goes like, "Oh shit, that's a huge hot dogs. Get your hot dog."
Dude, I wonder if his next rocket is gonna have like an extra rocket that shoots out of the tip.
Yeah,
It
like
just
a
comes.
little probe.
Yeah.
A probe sticks out. Yeah,
Shoots cum.
that that would be good for setting like a multi-satellite array. You get a bunch of satellites communicating. You get a big old rocket to come up there and shoot them all out,
Yeah.
and they all get to position. And then he knows exactly where you are all the time.
Not me, dude. I didn't even sign up for Amazon.
It's on Amazon, dude. He's hacking into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, evil scientist. Well, he's not even a scientist. He just pays scientists to do evil shit for him.
Yeah. I don't like the way this country's headed, dude.
Yeah, you got rich
Corporations
people.
and
Rich
stuff.
people going to space, dude, from here.
Yeah. I heard the other day that the top 3 wealthiest people
Yeah,
in America
Go ahead.
have more combined wealth
Mhm.
than the bottom third of people in America.
Probably more than third, dude.
Hey, I heard that Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk have more money.
So is he American or is he South African? Is he like
He's American
We're
now,
counting
yeah.
him. We're
That's
counting him
a-
as American.
He's got American money,
Okay,
but he's
fair
American.
enough.
Anyway, they have more money than like the population of
A lot of countries probably.
Miami and Fort Lauderdale
That's a safe bet. Yeah,
put together.
yeah. Damn, dude. That's
Yeah.
mind blowing right there, dude.
It's crazy, right?
What?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I ate 100 milligram edible and went to basketball. I know I just said that I didn't want to do this anymore, but I went to see basketball with Jake. He bought me tickets for my birthday.
What game?
They played the Pacers. It was the home opener.
Okay.
It's pretty tight. Went to overtime, but Jake was being Jake. Love you, Jake. Please don't get mad at me for telling everybody this. You put it on your Instagram story though. But he was like, it was getting down to the wire in the game, and
So you start getting belligerent.
it was dude. He kept yelling that Miles Turner, the Pacers center, he was going off, but Jay kept yelling that he was a pineapple head because of his haircut.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, whoa, bro.
That's not. I don't feel like that one's.
Like
that
you
bad.
can't be white and make fun of the way a black guy looks in public.
I don't think that one's that bad.
There were black people. I saw black people every time he said pineapple head. There were black people that were like, "The fuck does that mean?"
I mean, I don't think that one's that bad.
It wasn't. But this
And
is
I'm,
the
and
bad
I'm,
one.
you know, I'm a bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah, you're a fucking cuck.
Commie socialist.
Say it. Say you're a cock.
I'm a cuck.
Okay.
I'm a cuck.
Yeah. Tell me you're a cock.
I'm a baby bitch cuck.
Anyway,
And I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad either, but I just noticed people noticing him saying that, and I was like, but then I understand why he said this next thing, but like I was like, we might have to fight people because he yelled out, Indiana is a trash ass poverty state. He was like, Indiana's a trash ass poverty state. Indiana's a poverty state, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because they were getting all the calls, so his reasoning behind that is
Because they're broken.
how do they have the money to pay these refs? But to everybody else, it just sounds like he's saying poor people shouldn't be good at anything. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's like, so was he trying to tell the refs like they can't front the money?
Yeah.
Stop trying to give it to them. They can't front the money.
Yeah. But instead, he was basically the way it sounded was like any poverty suck. Anybody who's from a poverty place sucks.
I guess, yeah.
Like that
Well-
one. That one. A lot of people. There was like a lot of.
Well, it's a weird one. I don't think it's like racial. I just think it's like weird.
It's a classist, and
Classist.
Jake's killing it in the upper
Yeah.
middle class, dude.
Yeah, classes for sure.
Jake's better in a higher class than me. When he said that, I was like, I'm poverty.
I'm offended.
I am poverty. What do you mean?
Dude, fucking Westbrook is not having a good time in LA right now. I don't know if
He's
he's
got old man knees, dude.
It's not old man needs. It's the same shit that I've been talking about forever, and I've been talking about with Charles, and I've mentioned I think a couple of times with you. Is like I don't believe in Westbrook as a player.
Yeah, he's
And
not.
That dude, fucking, all he does is penetrate. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Kick it out as best as he can. Half the time he throws it out wild.
Yep.
That's all he does. Somebody gives him a ball while he's open. He won't shoot. You're like, yeah,
Or he will, and
Or
it'll
and
just
just
be
break it.
crazy. Yeah.
or air ball or some shit. Yeah,
He does that. He does that thing like little kids and girls do when they shoot, where they kicks his legs back.
yeah.
He shoots, and it's like he looks like he does like a dolphin kick.
Is that like Chuck was like fucking for the longest time just being like, oh man, no, this is gonna be good. And I was like, I don't trust in Westbrook. Everybody else on that team, I'm like whatever about, but like Westbrook is not gonna work.
I love him as a person. The fact that he told that guy that he was gonna fuck him and his wife up. It's one of the greatest moments in sports. I think
He got-
that's
he
better
got-
than Michael Jordan's game winner.
He got
last
super
year.
fined for that, right?
No, I think he was like, no, they called me the N word, and then the NBA was like,
I don't know.
Do you
I
want
think-
do you
I
want to
think-
fight him and his wife now?
I think he did get a fine though. I don't think like. I feel
Yeah, but
like
what's
the
a
guy-
fucking $10,000
Yeah,
fine
right,
to a
exactly.
dude making that?
Exactly.
I watched this video the other day of Mark Cuban. He was on some thing and he said fuck, and then they were like, well, since you said fuck, we're gonna, you're gonna get
Yeah,
fined.
I
and
remember
then
seeing
he's
something
like,
like
all right, well, so if
shit ass fuck dick?
yeah, he's like, well, fuck it,
Yeah.
fuck it again.
That's the same thing with like Ben Simmons or not Ben Simmons with Kyrie because he's like, I don't fucking need this money. I can wait.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want COVID. I don't want to get my vaccinated.
But then Ben Simmons tried to do the same shit. And he's like, I don't have that money yet. I need the money.
Well, Ben Simmons just doesn't want to play for the 76ers.
I know, but he was like holding out and they were like finding him and shit. And he's only played like, what, 3 years?
Yeah, something like that.
So he still doesn't have that like,
Yeah, he
Big
doesn't
bank money.
Can't shoot either.
yeah.
I don't get it. Kyrie's like a Muslim, so he doesn't get vaccinated.
Is he Muslim? I don't know what the reason it is.
Yeah, it's because he's Muslim now.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
he's been a Muslim for like he like does like he'll be like doing the fucking thing on the sideline and all that stuff.
Does he?
Yeah, for real. He puts the hat on and all that.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
He's a fucking bona fide Muslim. You see people were trying to like break into the Barclays Center,
No.
let Kyrie play, and they were fucking like trying to tear down the walls.
That's dumb. I mean, like that. Some of the like best arguments that I've heard is like everybody else is sacrificing for the team. Some people don't want the vaccine, but they'll do it so they can play ball.
Yeah, but it's not against their religion, dude. Their religion that they just joined 2 years ago.
You're right. You're right. You gotta stick with your convictions, even if they're very recently made.
I would like to see him suicide bomb. I'd like to see Kyrie.
That's not Muslim though, is it?
It's an extremist. I want to see Kyrie go full extremist
Mm-hmm.
and Allahu Akbar and fucking just fucking.
But who is he gonna target?
That's what I'm trying to think of, like a Republican city that has a bad.
It's not even a republic. It's probably just like
It'd have to be
wherever.
Utah.
Yeah, wherever all the Mormons are. Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck this place, and it's just a giant explosion. He just kills everybody.
And
Oh.
nobody really knew what happened. Nobody really missed anybody because they were Mormons.
What do you think would happen if you were watching about like? Would it just go off the air and then cut to the news?
No, it'd cut to the news, but the news would just be everybody standing outside of the
Kyrie Irving
convention center.
strapped a dirty bomb inside of his asshole. He actually brought his basketball from home, and the basketball was a dirty bomb.
He actually hit it in his beard,
Hmm.
the fuse, and went up to KD, and KD was like,
I
"You
can't wait
playing
till
today?"
he-
He goes, "Yeah."
Fucking has a cell phone and he dials it, and his beard lights up.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
I can't wait till he becomes one of those Muslim guys that has the red. You ever see those guys that like they dye their beards red?
No, I didn't see
There's
that.
like these Muslim guys who dye their beard. I'm cultured. I know all about the Middle East. It's one of the most beautiful
You think-
places in the world.
You think he's trying to pull an Ollie? Saying he's sacrificing all this stuff.
Maybe. Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This basketball. There's a parallel there.
What did he not Dude.
His name was Lou Alcindor.
No, I'm not talking about the name. I'm talking about like refusing to.
Oh, like at the war.
Yeah.
Muhammad. Yeah, that fucked Muhammad Ali, dude. In his
Yeah,
prime.
100%.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. And that's what's happening to Kyrie right now. Exactly the same. Equivalent.
No, Kyrie's not in his prime, dude. He already passed his prime.
That's equivalent, dude.
It's equivalent. Listen, you're joking saying that's equivalent, but I totally think it's equivalent.
Yeah.
Because he's something he doesn't want to do with his body. Getting the vaccine is the same as going to war, to me.
Is it?
Jimmy,
Killing other people?
look,
Getting
look
the
at him, dude.
vaccine-
He's fucking arguing with his girlfriend.
Actively,
Fuck on the
actively
phone.
killing other people?
Yeah.
Getting the vaccine is the same as going to war.
Mm-hmm. Not getting the vaccine, not wanting to get the vaccine, and not wanting to go to the war. Go to the war.
To the war.
I don't want to go to the war.
And you're
Everybody else is going. You're
I wouldn't-
going.
I wouldn't say it's the same as going to war, but I would say it definitely falls down to choice, personal choice.
Yeah, but it's like, the difference between like not sticking yourself with something versus not going out to kill other people actively.
You don't have to kill somebody at war. You could go
You
to
don't get
war.
the choice though, really, sometimes.
you could be like a cook.
good. But if your area starts getting taken over, that cook gotta have a strap on. Not a strap on. It's gotta be strapped. Gotta be
What kind of war are you talking about,
Yeah,
Sid?
well,
It's gotta be
This is-
strapped, dude.
You're
We
thinking
gotta
of
fucking peg the other country, dude.
What?
talking about?
If you're going to like a religious extremist country, last thing they want is to get pegged by another dude, right?
That's true. That's how you win wars. That's
Yeah.
how wars
Yeah,
are
you
won.
gotta fuck them in the butt.
Remember that one politician? It was like that fucking.
On the Sacha Baron Cohen
thing.
show?
It was like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my ass! Here's
Yeah.
my ass! Here's
Yeah,
my
he turns
ass!
his-
So I call
around.
that them weapons of ass destruction. Dude.
Yeah.
Where's
There
that
we go.
joke from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somewhere.
Call of Booty.
South Park or some shit.
Classic.
Forrest Gump didn't shoot anybody. He was in Vietnam.
Yeah, but he was getting shot at. If he was any good at it, he would have shot at somebody.
Muhammad Ali floats like a butterfly. He wouldn't have got shot in the ass. He would have
He
picked.
wouldn't-
He
no,
would
no,
have
he
picked
wouldn't.
everybody up and got them all out of there.
Muhammad Ali would have punched the bullets out of the air.
Do you think he would have done that like magic trick where they like bite the bullet?
That's not a magic trick, dude.
It's not
real.
real. What is it?
It's real.
That's real.
Skill.
They don't have a bullet already. It's not a blank that somebody's shooting, and they don't have
It's
a
10% luck, 20% skill,
15%.
concentrated power or will,
5%.
pleasure,
50%
the
pain, and 100% reason.
Remember the name.
That's
Boy,
what
that
is.
math adds the fuck up.
Muhammad
That's
Ali. Muhammad Ali, dude. That's what it took.
it's like Bender in Futurama. You know that? You know Bender from Futurama, the robot?
I'm gonna get a robot tattooed. I've decided it's a robot. I'm getting a robot tattoo.
Half the time he's
Where?
like, I'm 50% whatever, I'm 40% whatever. And he does that for like a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
What
are
get
you
it on?
gonna get?
I don't know.
What
I think I'm
robot?
gonna get it on my calf.
What robot?
RoboCalf?
Yeah, RoboCalf. It'll be like Bender, but not Bender.
Oh, dude, you know what you should do?
Like literally like a trash can looking robot.
no,
like Bender.
no, I'm sorry. I got a fix for
robot?
you. No, you're gonna get you're gonna
Hitler.
get,
Robot
no,
Hitler.
Robo Hitler. You're gonna get your lower leg tattooed, and the tattoo is just gonna be like a robot leg.
That's a lot of money.
Your
though.
leg's gonna look like a robot leg.
I'll pay like $150.
And then at
Cyborg.
some point, inevitably, you're gonna have to get your leg cut off. Something's gonna happen to you,
You
and
think
then it's gonna look the same.
Are you telling me I'm gonna get diabetes?
I'm telling you, you're gonna step on an IED or some shit, and then you're gonna have the exact same leg, but it's gonna be real this time.
I've been thinking about signing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we're not at war anymore. So like, what I have to go? I have to join like
you're gonna be like
Green Beret.
Capitol Police.
You're gonna get stationed in
Yeah,
like
that's the only people who are fighting is the Capitol Police.
you get stationed in Japan and just send me pictures all day. That'd be pretty
Yeah, dude, check out all these little square butts. I know you like these little square butts.
These tight little like flat
Yeah.
walls.
Look at these. Their butts look like calves. Their butts look like the heels.
They look like bicyclist calves, just a fucking avocado butt.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Asian girls, man.
Yeah.
As people, like I like them.
Mhm.
Out of all the people in the world,
Dude, an
I-
Asian girl with an ass, though, is like,
Oh,
it's nice.
it's just
It's
something
like-
different.
yeah, but it's so rare.
Exactly.
But when
It's
you
so
see
rare.
it,
It's a-
you
it's a
want it.
unicorn.
Oh, my ass is so fat.
They never say that. You never hear an Asian woman say that.
body, adi. What's? Sorry.
No, it's good.
that
I
sounded
like
like more of like a
I've-
flat ass Asian.
I've never seen a fat ass Asian in real life, IRL.
They're out there.
Yeah, they're out there.
My buddy, when I was in high school.
In New York, there was one. I took exceptional notice to.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
It's
a,
usually gonna be like a workout chick. Like they're not gonna be like
They got-
fat ass, but like
It's
nice,
like a
thick.
and
hard
they usually
ass.
have like the workout pants with the spandex or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
like
yes, yes.
yes, the workout
Leggings.
spandex pants.
leggings.
Leggings, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I had a friend named Byung in
Dude,
high
I
school.
talk like
He
an
had a
old
fat
man.
ass.
I talk like an old man. Dude.
You are an old man, dude. As much as you hate your dad because you are your dad.
December, dude.
What?
The big 3-0.
Oh yeah, you're turning the century.
Just a little bit over a month.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 2 years older than me.
How old are you?
29. I'll be 30 in August.
No.
Oh, you're like 8 months older than me.
I'll be 30 in August. That's next year, bro.
You can't say
That's 11 months
August
away.
just passed.
All right. Well, I
Recently.
will be 30 in August.
Next year. You say next year.
Like I
In
said.
10 months.
All right. Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know.
I'll be
Next
30
year.
eventually.
Yeah, well, next year. It's fine. Matt
Everybody's
said
gonna be
it.
30. He'll be 30 eventually. It's
He
not
won't
very
be 30
specific.
next year, though.
3 years till I'm 30, baby. You fucking old fags. Got you too.
How's Omar then? Old 35-year-old ass.
Omar's gonna die soon. Dude.
Omar's
He's
35.
He's
Yeah.
running out of time. Going on all these trips,
He's
drinking.
he's my oldest friend. Not oldest as in longest been friends with, but
yeah.
Your eldest.
Closest
your
to
eldest
geriatric.
friend.
But you were friends with Dixie when you did comedy.
Dixie.
Dixie Normus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got him. That's
That
that
wasn't-
immature
was that-
27-year-old humor.
Was that Dixie or Dixie?
Dixie Normus.
Dixie Normus.
Anyway, you're my
Solid.
youngest friend.
Yeah.
You're the same age as Caitlin.
Nice.
Oh well, I'm younger than Caitlin.
Oh,
What's
what's
her
your
birthday?
birthday? What's your month?
It's next week, dude.
Oh, so then you're older than Caitlin.
Yeah, my birthday's next Tuesday.
Because Caitlin just turned 27.
Oh, that reminds me. Roast Battle, November 4th. If you're listening to this and you're not a comedian, you're somebody who enjoys comedy, Roast Battle, Zen West, 8
It's not a
o'clock.
fake ad.
It's not a fake ad. It's a real ad.
Got it.
Don't go. It's fake.
Jeff King and this guy reached out to me,
I actually
Ask
put
us-
that on my calendar.
asked us to help him produce a show. Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this shit right here.
I'm listening.
So
Tell me about this shit.
So Jeff King, he goes, yeah, the venue said everything's cool in response to the guy's request. The guy's requests a budget of $300,
dude. Right.
the room,
The room.
and then a bunch of like little shit that's not a big deal. Like he wants to make popcorn that people can throw at the comics, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to set up the steel cage for the matches, cool. So when Jeff says okay to that, I'm like, okay, cool. 2 weeks ago, Jeff goes, yeah, I hope tickets are selling well because I want to be able to make some money after we pay this guy. And I was like, I'm not fucking paying. What do you mean pay this guy?
Which
Is-
isn't part of what you initially agreed to.
Yeah, Jeff was like, the venue said yes to all the stuff. And I was like, yeah, so they're going to give him $300. And he goes, no, we have to give him $300. And I was like, well, I'm not giving him shit. And then Jeff was like, well, what are we going to do?
So how was it worded initially?
The dude sent his list of things that he needed,
Mhm.
and Jeff sent the venue said that's cool. The venue's cool with it.
Right, with doing it. But like, when was it ever discussed how much that would all cost?
The budget,
Yeah.
he said it in the list of things. It was
So
like
the 300 included the cage and everything.
yeah, he like the 300 is like his pay. Like that's the guarantee he gets money, and if the show doesn't sell well, he can pay a little bit to everybody performing.
But so then that's not for like setting all that other stuff up then. What was the $300 that he's saying?
It's basically for that dude's pocket because he's the dude who's producing it, the guy who's bringing this cage and all that stuff. He's coming from Indianapolis, the trash ass poverty state of Indiana.
Right.
He's coming all the way over here with it, so it's like a 6-7 hour drive, something like that. 8-hour drive.
The $300 is for him to be there.
Yeah, for him to drive all that shit across, set it all up, blah blah
And-
blah.
And
And then the ticket sales, we were gonna split 50-50.
right, so then the 300
Which would
what,
be
what was that
50,
300 initially coming from?
The venue
Okay.
as a budget.
So the venue was like, we're giving you $300.
That's what I
work.
thought.
Okay.
But that's not, Jeff didn't ask them for a budget. He just asked them for the space and for the other stuff. And then assumed that I would pay with him. And I was
So
like, no, fuck
I
that.
guess generally the venue would pay because they know that they're going to have business.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are going to come in and eat
A
and everything.
venue makes money. They don't make money on people paying to get in. They make money on their food and drinks.
Right.
And this place is good. The food is really good, and it's not expensive, but it's not cheap. But if we get like 50 people in there, they're probably gonna make $1,000 at least, just on that, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I got a big draw. I got this sweet ass podcast that everybody loves. I mean, me saying this right now, probably
That's
gonna
like
get
50 people right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna sell out.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking sell out, dude.
Thanks everybody. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I mean, if I would have put out last week's episode, we probably would have lost half the listeners. So it's a good thing I
Yeah,
did.
that's probably better.
I miss Jimmy, like
Being engaged.
being engaged.
That used to be a
and
thing
trying to-
too.
yeah.
Back when we were
Lucas
doing,
isn't here, so he doesn't have to act like he's a fucking.
I am engaged.
What
dude.
are you doing right now?
I'm fucking trying to figure out different meme pages I can
See?
use to
He's
For
on
what
his own
podcast?
business. He's on his own business.
for any podcast. I just want to figure out where we should be promoting our clips, paying them to promote our clips or something. Trying to figure out how to promote shit more.
You
Dude, I'm pulling it
Doing
all-nighter
real
tonight.
producer work over here.
for your own podcast, not for
Not
us.
necessarily. If you were to ask me, hey, what meme page are you promoting to, I'd probably tell you.
You're like, I
You
have a-
just tell
I
me
have a
you
list.
don't do it.
Yeah. right?
You don't help. You just say
Just
that.
send you a fucking email.
I
with
could
a
do
list.
that work. I could go. I can do that during the show.
All right. Well, you know,
Oh,
maybe I'd
fuck
be
me.
more engaged if you didn't spend the whole top of the podcast
What's up?
talking about how much our podcast sucked. Maybe I'd be more thrilled to participate.
I didn't say it sucked. I
this
just
one.
said it wasn't good.
Well, I mean,
I
It
had,
could
a,
be mediocre.
I had a $15
Mediocre is-
DraftKings thing that I forgot to do my lineup for it now. It's just to throw $15
Football?
in the toilet basketball.
No.
I primarily make money on. I make like a couple grand a year on fantasy basketball on DraftKings. It's honestly not a bad little hustle that I have because I'm so knowledgeable about basketball.
Look
You
at
know,
you.
Jews invented
Look
basketball.
at you. Yeah.
Jews invented basketball.
Bill something, right? Bill Nesmith.
Neesmith.
Yeah, but that's
Naismith?
the
That's the guy that didn't actually do it, but that popularized it, right?
yeah.
Well,
See,
that sounds like a Jewish thing to do.
no,
not
That's
actually.
very,
That's
something
that's
to
Very
take credit for.
Caucasian.
That's super Caucasian, dude.
Yeah.
Jews are the white people of white people.
No,
Dude,
Jews are
they're the black
Jews
people of
are
white
the-
people.
yeah.
No, that's wrong. Because in the same way that, like, okay, white people
We've
are
had
the white
this
people of
discussion
black people.
before.
Irish people are the
It's
Mexicans
true.
of white people.
When you have like a crazy uncle that, like, if you're a black kid and you have a crazy black uncle that's like, I hate white people. When you're a white person, you have a crazy uncle that's like, I hate the Jews.
Or they say they
Like,
hate black people.
white people think that we're oppressed by the Jews. We think that the Jews control everything, and black people think white people control everything.
to me, that sounds like no. My crazy uncles all hate blacks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, different depends on what kind of crazy. I mean, hey, my crazy uncles aren't crazy about the blacks either,
They're not too hyped on the blacks
You see what I mean?
mean,
though? You see what I
or
mean?
the
though?
Jews, honestly.
but they're not crazy about them for different reasons.
yeah.
Like,
What are
my
those
uncle
reasons?
thinks that the Jews run YouTube and Jugal.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they know about Netflix?
Well, it doesn't rhyme with Jew, so he's just out
Yeah,
of his
but
pay grade.
Netflix actually has an S at the end of it.
Netflix is owned by a Greek.
That's what I know. I told you that last week.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
We would never know. That episode's not dropping.
We could listen back and you could hear me say it to you. And after we had like a lull of like 5 seconds where you were talking about something, you just kind of like
Dude, this would be
stop
great.
talking.
This would be great, like the lost episode, dude.
Yeah, just
Like
never-
nobody ever knows what it is. You save it though. You keep it.
I think we should start doing that more often.
Just record.
Just
random
recording and
episodes.
not have them and never put them out and then just discuss them.
But just save them. But always have them just in
Yeah.
case.
I mean, it's pretty much what our archived episodes are.
Yeah.
But I
We
don't.
don't really talk about them, but they're there.
Yeah, they're like Voldemort.
The only reason we have them is because I hoard data.
Yeah,
I'm a hoarder, dude. When it comes to data.
you're a data whore.
Yeah. I got like 5 terabytes worth of data storage on my computer.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like almost as much as a human brain can hold.
No, that's not even half, dude. My human brain can hold like 70 terabytes, dude.
What is a How many? What human brains? How many terabytes can they hold?
I don't know.
Probably
Really?
like 20.
Yeah. How-
20,000
If
terabytes.
you were to like explain the physical amount of a terabyte, what is that? It'd be like this room.
All right, so terabyte,
Tera read.
gigabyte is Giga is million.
Gigabyte is 1,000,000 bytes.
Yeah, and then terabyte is 1,000 of that, so that's a
It's a
billion.
billion.
So whatever, a billion of something.
And a byte is one number.
Well, a byte
Really?
is like 7 bits.
Yes.
Or 8
okay,
bits.
and
or
a
something,
bit
8
is
bits.
one number.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so a byte is 7 numbers.
I shouldn't ask this question.
A byte is 7 numbers.
I don't want to like bullshit this. It's
so
like,
a terabyte is 7 billion numbers.
So an 8-bit, you know, they have like 8-bit cartoons. Is that what they're called?
yeah, a byte is 8 bits. There you go.
8
I had it
bits.
right.
Why would it be 7? What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Okay, 8 billion numbers. So, like, if
Yeah.
you wanted to draw out pi to the billionth, to the 8 billionth decimal number, that would be a terabyte of information.
Or
3.14
number,
blah, 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 blah.
or the number of stars in the sky. I don't know.
You are an old man.
No, I thought he was saying Neil deGrasse
remember like the
Tyson
fucking,
impression.
like every fucking like science like documentary like in Nat Geo and Discovery and all that shit. They would always
Carl
compare.
Sagan, dude.
They would always compare like something to like sands in the planet or stars in the sky,
Yeah.
the number of blah blah blah.
Grains of sand on the beach.
Yeah,
I
the
love
width of a human hair is another nice measurement they like to use.
that. Well, everybody knows how wide a human hair
I
is.
know. Like, I look at
Thin.
something, I'm like, oh, that's about a hair width.
Mm-hmm.
The breadth of a hair. Sometimes you say breadth, right?
breadth. I
B-R-E-A-D-T-H.
thought that was used for boats. The
Is it?
breadth.
breadth.
Bread.
English has some weird
TH.
fucking words, dude.
Do you want to watch a video?
Well, I had a video that I was gonna show you.
Oh, okay. You can go first.
Okay.
Did you see the story about the college lacrosse player who choked on a hot dog during a hot dog eating contest and died?
But that sounds kind of hot.
She is hot. She's hot, dude.
By the way, Matt was on the Tim Dillon show just now.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Tim Dillon show. What do you
Appreciate
want?
you.
Fucking.
Trump staring at sleeping.
Oh yeah, dude. That's a funny video, dude. That's a funny one, man. Watch that, dude. You want to watch that? He meet me. There's a guy, a fucking sleepy Muslim, dude. He's fucking staring him down. I forgot. You can't look at my YouTube, dude. It's a lot of weird searches on there.
I'm sorry.
It's like workouts and then like just Trump stuff.
You guys are going through my fucking YouTube for the
Yeah,
longest time, dude. It's scary. It's scary.
But you're looking for information. I'm
I just-
looking for funny.
I just didn't expect that. I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to laugh. All right. This is the fucking thing that I was telling you about. The We're Back a Dinosaur story. I just wanted to show you the trailer for it. 'Cause I
Oh.
thought it'd be interesting.
Okay.
Information.
It's still Tim Dillon, dude. Oh, there we go.
Amblin Entertainment and Steven Spielberg bring you the story
Wow,
of Cecile,
Spielberg.
who was
Jew.
lonely,
It's my parents. They're just never around.
and Louis, who longed for adventure.
I'm running away to the
Matt turned up the third channel.
While millions of light years away, someone heard them.
Greetings, friends. I'm Captain New Eye.
Oh, dude, I totally remember
Trying
this.
to make a few
Yeah?
wishes come true.
I don't remember this at all.
Wait till you see the
Inside
T-Rex.
radio.
I wish I had a friend.
He sent them some help
They want to meet you. What do you say?
Looks like
from the
Einstein.
prehistoric past.
We'll do it. Farewell, my friend. Just try not to step on anybody.
You gotta be kidding! Welcome to New York City!
Who are you guys anyway?
Dinosaurs, actually.
Dinosaurs, huh?
What?
You got that look.
Nice to meet you.
She's trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
Very pleased to meet you.
Old ladies got
high-flying
loose
adventures.
pussies.
What about old pterodactyls?
Look out for the
Oh, the pterodactyl is trying to fuck.
Through
Yeah.
narrow escapes. Through rush hour traffic.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're making their way to
Wow,
the
the T-Rex
big
is
top.
skateboarding with a truck.
Right there.
But Professor Screw Eyes
That's the best.
That's
He looks just like the good professor.
Yeah.
Eccentric Circus!
Standard contract. You want to sign?
Wow.
Do you see what they're
Maybe I don't remember this
made of?
at all.
I don't remember this.
I thought it looked like that ship looked like Atlantis.
Oh, that's Treasure Planet.
Oh, okay.
What is Treasure
Yeah,
Planet?
think it's
when did
Treasure
this movie
Planet.
come out?
Fucking.
The 80s. Or like super early 90s.
Well, this trailer's from 8 years ago. If that helps.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure
it doesn't help at all.
This film came out in 2013.
Your
as
old
well,
ass.
so-
This probably came out in the 80s, bro.
It looks like it's from the 80s. That looks like some 80s animation.
No, it's definitely 2000s. It's
Dude,
like
that's not the 2000s.
That's not the 2000s
There's
at
no-
all,
at
dude.
the latest 97, 98. That's what I'm
At the
saying.
latest 98. At the
Dude,
earliest
At the-
88.
At the
No.
earliest 98 is what I'm saying.
No shot. Dude.
No, at
Okay,
the
okay,
latest.
okay.
You're telling me that
98.
came out the same year as Hercules? Doubt it.
Doubt it. So doubt. And Spielberg was in charge of that? No fucking way would
Okay.
Spielberg have it.
We're all wrong. 93.
I was going to say
I said early
93.
90s.
I was
You
going to
said
say
80s.
I said 80s
At
or early
ear-
90s.
At earliest, late 80s is what we said.
Okay.
You said at earliest 98.
Sig,
You're
you thought
way
it was
wrong.
2017, dude.
Yeah, you thought
You thought
it was, you thought it was from 8 years
You
ago.
thought that's a new movie.
Is that 8 years
You
ago?
said 2013.
Is that 8 years ago? 2017?
Jimmy's not good with numbers, dude. His girlfriend's 24. She's 16. It's the joke there. Hold on, you gotta watch the Trump staring at the guy.
Okay. Okay. We'll do it.
Yeah, dude. Look at my. So bad. Look at my N-word. Just says N-word. One of my looks. One of my things. All right, here we go.
I'm just going to stare at this fucking. Okay.
But overlooked in all of this, the greatest thing. During a
Phil.
somber event marking 100 years since the ceasefire that ended World War I, here's the Moroccan king dozing. And please, you must wait for the end.
La France salue avec respect et gravité les morts des autres nations que jadis.
He's so unhappy with it.
Can we watch that again?
They go
put music on there?
Yeah, they go a little too extra with it, but it is funny. That dude's just sleeping, and Trump is like,
The fuck are you doing, man?
"I'm on so much Adderall right now. I don't even know what sleep is."
How do you sleep like that?
Trump
with
glares.
his little hat on. And then there's another one that says Trump staring down a guy in a KKK shirt, which isn't really. Oh yeah, another one for you, dude. Another one for you.
Damn, he's in it. I don't know that song though, so I can't really reference what the fuck he's saying.
It's Young Thug. The my lifestyle. That's a guy with Down syndrome singing Young Thug and sounding exactly like
Okay.
Young Thug.
That's the thing. You should have played the song first, because I don't know the song. I'm
You
sure
wanna
Jimmy
hear
doesn't
You
know
want to
the
hear
song.
the song? Jimmy knows the song. Jimmy's big into fucking popular
Dude, I'm a
culture,
hip hop head, bro.
Do you know the song?
I know it, yes.
I've met it. Yes.
I'm familiar. Young Thug.
There was
yes.
a no, don't you gotta get off.
No. Really don't read that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Young Thug Scats.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. That's pretty much.
You're
what
gonna
he
show
did.
something else though, or was it that?
I couldn't remember what it was called. I found a cooking show on TikTok that is two Down syndrome brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And
I seen videos of
Make,
like this
tuna
dude.
fish sandwiches and shit.
no, they actually are cutting stuff up, and it is pretty funny.
I saw a video,
is-
like a series of stuff where it's like highlights of this dude with like a black like chef's apron on or whatever, and like this Down syndrome dude is just like fucking like cooking her and flipping shit, whatever. And everybody in the comments is like, "Yeah, he's not putting that together though."
Dude, even the Down
when it's on the
syndrome.
fucking thing.
They can't escape the YouTube
Yeah.
faggots. Just hating
What's
on them.
Reddit, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Reddit
Reddit's
twats.
even worse, dude. Reddit twats?
Yeah.
I didn't say the F word. YouTube. What are the YouTube people called? Nerds? YouTube?
I don't know.
Incels. 4chan is incels, right?
Dude, I had this
Yeah.
fucking dude on Reddit. I made it a meme that actually kind of took off a little bit.
People call me an incel. Oh, sorry. Go
You
ahead.
are an incel.
Oh, no, I'm not. I get pussy. I haven't
There
got
you
pussy in a, I got pussy in a while, though.
But some like I posted like a stupid meme about like it's like something to do with like buoyancy in submarines, but like whatever.
Yeah.
And this dude was like, no, gravity is what lifts the submarines, not gravity's what's doing the work. And I was like, it's not. Gravity is not what's keeping it from going down. I'll tell you that much. And like we had the whole conversation about this, and he sends like this link to a video that shows you what buoyancy is, right? But like a video for like middle schoolers, it feels like. I didn't watch it at the time. I just didn't even click on the link. I was just like, I didn't want to pull my like, degree dick out, but I was like, dude, I have a physics degree. I know what the fuck buoyancy is. And I send him like articles, like papers.
Scientific papers.
Yeah, with like one of them's describing like the effects of buoyancy in the way that I'm talking about.
So
and then
why does
the other one was a book that like talks about like there's a classical mechanics book that people use to learn in college, and I gave him a quote from that.
Okay.
Talking about the normal force and stuff.
Is that what makes submarines go down? Normal
So
force.
what is buoyancy?
Well, buoyancy is if you have a liquid like water and you put something in it, gravity's going to pull it down, right?
Yeah.
But then you got all this water underneath.
Yeah.
And once it's being compressed and pushed down by everything, it also starts pushing up.
Okay.
Right. And if you have enough water and the density is lower than the density of water, so it's not like neutral with it, it's not heavier than it,
Okay.
then the water can keep it up by basically negating the force of gravity downwards.
Is that what it means when they say pressurize the cabin?
No.
They make the pressure in the cabin the same as in the water so that they stay at that water.
No. You want to keep the pressure in the cabin the same as not in the water because that's what you're used to.
Gotcha.
1 atmosphere.
Yeah, I've always
1,000
understood
leagues
it
under the
as
sea.
what the thing on top of the water, like a boat. The weight in the surface area on top of the water has to weigh less than the water under it, and that's what makes something float. That's a very like kindergarten way of understanding it, but it's basically saying what you're saying: density.
So that's
It has to
why
be less dense.
That's why when you exhale, you sink.
You don't want to, yes.
Yes.
You don't want to say that the weight has to be less than the weight of the water underneath it because you can have a steel ball that doesn't weigh as much as the tons of water under it and it'll still drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so the way a submarine works is like when it's up on top, it's got like these ballasts, I think is what they're called, full of air. And when it wants to go down, it pushes the air out and lets water in, so now it's more neutral and it can sink because the metal in the submarine is heavier than the water. So it'll sink, but it has some compressed air that it can push that water out with and then go back up.
Okay, I was gonna ask if there's like a filter that filtered the oxygen out of the water that gets inside of it.
So a submarine is really just like regulating its air to water ratio
Yes.
depending on what.
That's the depth it wants to be at.
Damn, and they put fucking nukes inside of those.
Yeah, dude.
What would
You're
happen?
telling
if
me
a
this
nuke
bitch
went
on
off?
Reddit didn't know that? Buoyancy, bro?
Fucking
Buoyancy, bro.
dumb.
What was he trying to say?
He was saying that because of gravity, the shit's getting pushed into the water and the water's getting like it's pushing back up because gravity's pushing that down. It's like, yeah, but that's the same thing as the normal force. What's the normal force you're asking? Well, the normal force is, let's say I put this on here, right? What's stopping this from falling all the way down to the center of the earth?
The table.
The table. And the table is pushing at it up the same force as gravity's pulling it down. That's the
How?
normal force.
How? So this? How does that table do that? How does the table have push force up? It's not moving.
Because it's got molecules, and once you put this on there, it's compressing those molecules, and that compression, you know, when you compress a spring or something,
Yeah.
it's pushing back a little bit, and just enough, just the same amount that it is pushing down.
Whenever anything is stationary, it's being like if I put it on here, you know, there's a force that kept it from going to the core of the earth right there.
Yeah,
I like using the idea that if you drop something, it's gonna go
But
straight to the core.
that
of the
is
earth.
what it would
That's the
do.
thing.
That's where
something-
gravity emanates from.
If something can't hold it, if the molecules can't hold it, it'll break, right, and it'll just keep going down.
Yeah.
So until you get to something that can hold it.
Where is the core of the earth? How far down is the core?
I'll throw this phone and show you, dude. It's just gonna go, baby.
I don't know the numbers.
It's
for that.
down. It's just
It's
down.
the whole earth.
No,
that
the
it's
core,
gonna,
like the center. It's talking about like a point.
yeah, but that
the
creates
point
the,
center.
But that creates the gravity. It's the whole earth.
the
So
whole Earth, yeah.
gravity, when
Like
you're
if
outside,
we were just the core of the earth, if it was just the core, the gravity wouldn't be that strong.
when
It would just be fire.
Okay, so let me explain. When you're outside of the body, like, so the earth is the body that we're talking about, the body in
Yeah.
motion. The earth has, is that me? I'm sorry.
No, that's me.
The earth has a mass to it, right?
Yeah.
And the force of gravity is the force of the earth. It has to do with the mass of the earth and your mass,
Okay.
right? As long as you're outside of the earth, it doesn't matter where you are. It's still going to have the same mass outside, like that you're interacting with. Once you start getting inside of the earth, there's going to be some part of the Earth that's outside of you that's going to be pulling you that way, and the rest of it is still pulling you in.
So you get fucked up if you.
No, what I'm saying is you're going to have less gravity because you're going further in.
It's not going to rip you in half.
No, what I'm saying is that
it's going to rip me in half.
What I'm saying is you're going to be feeling less and less gravity the deeper you go in because you got more.
Goddamn right I do.
You got more mass on the outside. If the Earth was just one little point, you being where we are right now, as far away from the center of the Earth as we are, we wouldn't know the difference.
If the Earth was just one little point, call it a singularity.
Yeah.
It'd be a black hole.
Really?
A point of infinite density.
Yeah, if
there's a fucking black hole in the core of the Earth.
If the Earth was a black hole with the same mass as our Earth is now, but there was like this light shell that we're standing on, and then we didn't know what was underneath us, we wouldn't know the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
So there could be a fucking black hole in the core of the Earth, and we're just shell around it.
Because we would implode.
No.
No, you don't know physics. Do you not just listen to the speech he gave?
Well, so a black hole forms when a star,
a black man,
a black man,
a black woman.
A star just its gravitational pull just continues to pull in on itself into, so like, you know, like you have like a red dwarf, which is what the sun is, I think, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And
no,
then
the sun isn't a red dwarf.
Well, whatever it is, you have different types of stars.
A little person.
Yeah, a red midget.
Yeah, sun is a
Indian,
Native
American midget,
and indigenous.
I forget what type of star it is, but it's not.
Regardless, you have different types of stars, and then as they start to
white.
die, the gravity pulls itself
right it
in.
is.
And you have a neutron star, which means that there's so much gravity. The mass of the star was so big that as it collapses in on itself, the protons and electrons actually smash into each other and make neutrons. And then if it was even bigger than that, the neutron star will continue pushing it on itself until the whole mass of the thing just implodes into this point of infinite density, which is what a black hole is.
Right.
Right? So how could that be at the center of the Earth?
Because maybe there's a different way that black holes get created that we don't know about.
So here's
science.
Here's how
I'm good at science.
Here's how
you just science me, bro.
Here's how it could happen.
Think about that.
You cast reasonable doubt in my theory.
How about you think about that, dude?
Here's how it could happen. So the black holes that we know about, the regular like supermassive black holes, supermassive black holes, everything, they're like multiples to hundreds of times the mass of the sun.
Yes.
If we're talking about a black hole the mass of the Earth, that pull is almost nothing compared to that. So you're thinking about a black hole in the sense of like the way that everybody else thinks about it, the huge black hole. But if it's that small, it's only going to have the force of gravity of the Earth.
Wait, there can be little teeny tiny black holes?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the Bermuda Triangle is. Maybe there's a little black hole in the Bermuda Triangle, and that's where Amelia Earhart went.
Is that what a wormhole is?
No, a wormhole takes you to a different place.
A wormhole in theory.
Well, maybe black holes take you to a different
black
place.
holes take you to a different dimension.
A wormhole in theory, the entrance would be like a black hole, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
A little wormhole. You got
tiny wormhole.
Tiny wormholes. You got big wormholes. You got black holes. You got tiny black holes.
It's not the size of the wormhole. It's the motion of
the gravitational waves.
Yeah. Yes. It's the motion of the gravitational waves in the wormhole. A little teeny tiny wormhole, dude.
You
a little tiny black hole.
Yeah.
We should try to make one.
If
the three of us, so all we have to do is find an object that the three of us can just push on really, really hard.
So here's the limiting factor to having a black hole. It has to be enough mass.
We need a black person.
It has to be enough mass that it overcomes the electrostatic forces that separate protons and electrons and electrons. They don't want to be together because they're the same charge.
Right.
So it has to be something strong enough to keep them together.
So we need like a marriage counselor or something.
Yeah.
We need a marriage counselor, a black guy.
Yes.
a little object that we can push on.
From all sides.
Yeah. It'll have to be I think it has to be a person because people can do anything they put their minds to.
Yeah,
so
mind never matter. Everybody knows that.
Zen.
So we have to find a tiny person.
We need to find a red dwarf.
A red dwarf.
You want to find the biggest person you can. That way you have more mass to compress.
Yeah, but that'll make a big black hole.
Are there white
A bigger
dwarfs
black
too?
hole.
White dwarfs.
White dwarf stars?
Stars.
Yeah.
Red dwarf? Okay, so we need a white dwarf, a red dwarf, a marriage counselor, a regular sized black
Also,
man.
you had the right idea with a neutron star, but the neutron star and a black hole are two outcomes of a star collapsing. But
Yeah.
I think a neutron star can turn into a black hole, but a star can turn into a black hole without being a neutron star.
Yeah, I just thought it just goes like through that phase. Or whatever. I thought that like some stars are only big enough to get to the neutron star stage,
Yeah,
and then
that's
if they're
true.
even more massive, then they go to the black hole stage.
You're right.
So our sun is big enough to go to a black hole stage.
I think our sun will only become a red dwarf once it explodes.
Our sun isn't shit, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Not
So
shit.
what happens after a red dwarf? Does it just go out?
It just goes, it keeps, whatever stuff is in there is still burning away, it still burns away, and it just like slowly dims down to a black dwarf or a brown dwarf, sorry.
Brown dwarf. Okay, so we need a brown dwarf too.
And then so it's just like a burnt ball of shit that's just floating in the air or out there.
Piece of charcoal,
guess, yeah.
baby.
It's really it's just a fucking little chunk of poop.
There's black dwarfs out there. You can I think you only see them because of their gravitational influence. You can see like, oh, there's something there.
I want to get like a super good telescope.
I do too, dude.
Can you go to like a place that like an observatory and look in their telescope?
You can go to like UMBC and look at their telescope, but there's too much light pollution around here.
Right.
You gotta go somewhere. Go to like out west or some shit.
No, you got to go to the fucking Cherry Springs where I went on vacation.
Okay.
To
I'm just saying
camp.
like Western Maryland is probably good for that too.
Yeah.
Plenty of stars out in Western Maryland, dude.
I want to see.
There's
the
more stars
galaxy.
out there than there are here, dude.
I want
That's
to see
true.
the Milky Way.
That's true.
That's
Stars don't come
go to
around
Nevada
here.
for that shit.
Yeah.
You just look up and see it.
It's all cloudy, but it's purple.
I don't know what it looks like. I've never been.
Me either, dude. I want to go. To
I would love to do
Nevada.
it. The only thing I've traveled to watch cosmically is the eclipse.
I
I went down
remember.
to South Carolina for it.
Then when everything went dark, you tried to touch your mom.
Mom wasn't there. It was just me and Caitlin.
Oh, did you guys fuck in the darkness of the eclipse?
You fucked in the eclipse?
Did you fuck in the eclipse, dude?
I don't want to say we fucking.
You trying to have an eclipse baby?
I don't want to talk about that.
Total eclipse of the
Dude,
heart.
it actually gets fucking colder out. It's crazy how much
Really?
it affects you.
When it's dark, it gets colder, Sig.
Dude,
You're a scientist. That's not surprising.
you imagine you stand out there, it's like fucking 80 degrees and the thing comes up and it
and then
drops
it's
to like
nighttime.
60.
Yeah, it's nighttime now.
For like, not even like for like minutes, dude. You'd think like nighttime, it just takes that
How
long.
would you know, dude? You're too busy fucking anyway.
Yeah, you were
fucking
body
know.
I was sweating regardless. But like the fact that it just happens that fast, you think about like the day goes by and like the temperature slowly drops down. But if like the sun just like stopped, it would take like, well, specifically it would take 8 minutes for you to notice. But it would take like no time at all for it to get cold.
How do we know how old the sun is?
We asked.
You card it. We sent a bouncer up there. To check
No,
his car.
we
I did.
cord it. We cord it like a tree, and we see the layers of the sun.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are funny, but really, I'm trying to learn here.
How do we know how?
It's got to do with the amount the apparent mass, right? So you see how like the object's moving around, and you can calculate the mass, and then it has to do with what it's putting out, like the spectrum that it's putting out.
It's crazy to think that we only know all this shit because of the Nazis.
Yeah,
That's so wild.
Bullshit.
It's
Einstein.
so wild.
Dude, ancient Greeks and the Mayans knew a whole bunch of shit before, way before all
yeah.
that
The
shit.
Greeks are the ones that
They thought
we
they
base,
did, but they didn't fucking know. They had theories.
most
They
of our
didn't-
physics is based off of
the
Greek
Nazis were the ones who fucking brought
Thanks,
math
Jimmy.
into it.
You're welcome, dude. My people, you know, there's my favorite meme is the graph of Greeks and their contribution to humanity, and it's just this over time. We ruled back in the day.
Now it's just gyros.
Yeah.
John Stamos.
You're the reasons for the Romans.
Yeah, well, that too. Yep. Galileo, he was the guy who said that the Earth revolves around the sun, not the other way around, and
They put him in fucking.
They fucked him
jail.
up.
They all need him,
They
dude.
pegged him.
He was in his prime, and they were like, "Shut the fuck up,
Yep.
Muhammad Galileo."
But every generation we go, oh, science is now we're the first generation where science is 100% right. But that's not the spirit of science. The spirit of science is to question science. Because if we never question science, then
Yeah, but here's the thing.
we'd still be what we thought 3,000 years ago if we just accepted everything that was known at the time.
Here's the thing. The spirit of science is scientists questioning each other. You don't really see like a baker going up.
Oh
to,
yeah. Well, how do you explain Albert Einstein?
Yeah, he was a basketball player.
No, he worked at a patent office.
He had.
You
he
can't
had
take
physics-
a you
he
can't
had
take an
physics degrees.
elitist. You can't take an elitist view
He
on
was a
science.
physicist while he was working there. He wasn't. He got the job because he knew his shit.
Okay.
The
It's
patent
not like
office?
it's not like he was just a patent like a patent clerk or whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just like think about this for a second and figure some shit out. What was he patenting? He was patenting technology
Cotton
because
gin?
he knew the shit already.
So why didn't he just get all the patents himself?
Did Galileo have a degree? Did Isaac? I mean, like,
Yes.
What is the
you're gonna
pre-
say Isaac Newton? Yes.
what is the
We had a degree.
prerequisite for
I
question
didn't-
for
They had college in
Being
Isaac
a-
Newton's time.
what is the prerequisite for?
It's not a
for,
degree in our traditional sense. Was that?
What is the prerequisite? I guess because like I mean you know
Yeah, to be a scientist.
I mean to be a
prerequisite prob-
scientist, but I mean like the spirit of science is just experimentation,
Jimmy.
observation, blah blah blah. I don't think there's like a rule. It's like, well, unless you have these requisites, you're not allowed to question anything, and you
It's
just
not
have to
about
believe.
anything. It's about the levels of things that you're questioning. If you don't know what you're talking about, then you're like, you know what? I don't really know about this whole global Earth being round thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should learn up a little bit before you start questioning it.
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, fucking learn up.
But I
But-
don't think that requires any specific like specific thing like, oh well, what school did you go to? Oh well, then you're not
Where
allowed
the fuck
to
did
question
Isaac
this.
Newton go to school? Hey, he got a fucking apple hit him in the head. You don't need to go to school for
Yeah,
that.
I went to like
He
CCBC
sat under
or
a
some
tree.
shit.
Yeah.
He went to UMBC too.
CCBC.
He was the only non-Asian person ever in the history
Yeah.
of UMBC. Isaac Newton.
Yeah, I guess I'm Asian now.
You might as well be.
You must be Chinese.
Shit.
Dirty knees.
Apple
Clean them up.
trees.
What is it? Dirty knees. Applebee's. Look at these. No, Japanese, Chinese, dirty knees. Look at these. That's what I was thinking of.
What's that from?
It's like a little playground thing.
Yeah, it's like the monkey wrapped his tail around the flagpole.
It's just locker room talk, dude.
Locker room talk. Mercy high, mercy low. Mercy girls love to blow.
I didn't go to
I didn't go to
around
Mercy.
here for Mercy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's Mercy?
Yeah, where's Mercy?
Is that a high school?
It's-
Yeah,
it's-
I'm trying to get a blowjob. where are
The
these
older
girls
I
at?
get, the more I realize I shouldn't repeat that. But it's a girls. It's an all girls Catholic
The
school. in
older
the
I
city.
get, the
Yeah.
more those
Off
girls
Lock Raven and
Say the
blow.
same.
They still blow.
Isn't that like a Matthew McConaughey thing?
All right, all right.
That's what I like about high school.
yeah, Dazed and Confused. They keep getting older.
No.
I stay the same.
No, I
age.
keep.
What's the opposite? That's Edward Cullen. They keep getting older, and I stay the same age. I am immortal.
That's good.
That was funny. Oh man! All right. We did good here tonight, guys. This is fun.
We learned a little bit.
Yeah. Speaking of black holes, John Gruden got fucking is the Raiders. Their thing is the black hole.
I don't know anything about football, so
You know what happened to John Gruden?
no, I don't know. What
I talked a little bit about how he called the guy rubber lips.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
So then they dug deep more into his emails, and they found an email where they called the commissioner a anti-football pussy ass faggot or something like that.
Laying it on thick.
Yeah, he said that lady referees wouldn't be good for I forget what the fuck. It was like a meme. It was literally like a meme of a lady referee like getting dicked or something. I don't fucking know.
Ugh.
And then they got fired.
Which one of those three do you think was like the straw that broke the camel's back?
Calling the commissioner a faggot.
Oh, there you go.
The boss.
Yeah.
And also he has the first openly gay good NFL player.
Oh, so he's
Openly
actually gay
good.
too?
John Gruden?
No, the commissioner.
No.
Oh.
No, but he's a fucking fag.
Okay.
But he said that he called him that in reference to saying that he forced the Rams, hilarious, to draft a gay guy who wasn't good. But they drafted him, and then he never even played in the regular season. He only played in the preseason. Wasn't good enough to make a roster, and now he has a good gay guy on his team.
Gruden.
But well, not anymore. But that came out, and they were like, send him to the black hole.
The gulag.
Yeah.
Sorry. Rip.
Yeah, R.I.P. John Gruden. You were a great man. One of my favorite clips of him is he's like, I'm not into dreams anymore. I'm only into nightmares. It's fucking sick.
He's like talking about like hyping people up and shit.
Yeah, he's like they're like in training camp, and he's like, you guys have dreams. I'm not into dreams. I'm into nightmares. And then he makes them run a whole bunch. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good coaching.
That's a good. It's
a good football coach.
I was gonna say like the fucking guys at the when you go to boot camp and shit.
Drill sergeant.
Drill sergeant.
Mm-hmm. That's what I refer to myself when I'm about to have sex, dude. I'm like, I'm the drill sergeant. Pop, 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 pop. I only go one speed, baby.
Hey, dip.
Yeah. I don't care if you're a Jew, a fag, a blah, blah, blah.
I don't know what I've been told.
Bend down and touch your toes.
I'm gonna stretch your hole. I was thinking Full Metal Jacket. The guy, it's like, says all the slurs. Like, I'll fuck with each of you. I don't remember. Anyway, you did a good job. I gotta go. Gotta go down to. I don't have to go anywhere, actually.
You're lying.
I'm lying. Yeah, I'm just saying we gotta go.
Flat out lying.
I've been farting a lot.
Oh, I had Indian earlier.
What are you trying to do to
don't make that face before you don't make that face at me. Don't you make that face at me. I'm trying to set you up. This is when LeBron passes to Dwayne Wade right before he passes it back to him and he slams it. I've been farting a lot, Sig.
That's crazy. I haven't noticed you farting.
No, that's not.
Well,
I've been farting a lot, dude. I got a lot. My butt is loose, and there's air coming from it.
Why is your butt so loose?
No, Sig.
I'm sorry. I'm being Russell Westbrook. I'm not being Dwayne Wade.
You're throwing it into the stands. Throw it to me, dude. I'm right here.
Okay.
Just bounce pass it. Don't even oop it anymore. Okay. Just a bounce pass. Okay. Are you ready?
Wait, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
No, you have the ball. I don't have the ball anymore. We're running up the court.
Damn, dude. It's getting a little late though.
Butt plugs.